Hello, everyone. Welcome to Beyond Life Paranormal Podcast Sunday show. I'm your host, Russell Reynolds, with my co-host, my dad, Russell Reynolds Sr. We got a good show tonight. We're going to be talking about various paranormal topics. See, we got one person logged in already. Hello, Gary Carpenter. Welcome in. We're also going to do something a little different tonight. We're going to post the link to our StreamYard in the chat. So if you guys want to come on and question us, or you want to tell us about your paranormal experience, you're welcome to do so. I will post the link in the chat, and you're welcome to come on with us. Also, before we get the show started, we're going to plug some events real quick that we're going to be at. Our first event, we're going to be at Mortuary Manor, May 9th. This is a fairly new place to investigate in Toledo, Ohio. My dad and I are the VIP guests. So there's two different ticket types. There's VIP, and then there's general admission. General admission lets you go at your own pace. The VIP gets you access to my dad and I. So come on out during Mother's Day. If your mother is interested in the paranormal and stuff like that, it'd be a good time to get her a ticket for a Mother's Day present. We start at 8:45 and we go till 7 in the morning. So make sure you bring sleeping bags, pillows, because we're all crashing out there in a haunted museum. So when you come out, you'll be able to learn from us, the Cousins of the Warrens, and also be able to investigate with my dad and I. We've never been there before. This is going to be our first time, so you get the experience with us and our first time being there. So this ought to be an interesting investigation. If you want tickets, reach out to Eclipse Paranormal on Eventbrite. The event's being hosted by Jen Jacobs of Eclipse Paranormal. So our next event we are confirmed for is Crypticon KC. I'm waiting for them to put the flyer out. They're still working on that. That will be in August. Big horror movie convention. This is the first year they're doing the paranormal side of it. And they had asked us to come in and headline the paranormal portion. We are guest speaking there at Crypticon. So make sure you get your tickets fast, because Crypticon does sell out. This is a big convention. People come from all over the world. So there's different types of ticket types. I believe there's the gold package, which gets you the VIP dinner with the actors and stuff on, I believe it's Friday night after the Paracon. And I think Thursday night also, it gets you 30 minutes in early before everybody else gets in there. Also, there's a silver package for the VIP. That gets you the general admission all 3 days, 30 minutes before general admission gets in. So you got VIP access to all of us before the general admission gets let in. And then there's the regular general admission. So make sure you come on out there, check us out. We'll have merch out there, equipment for sale, all kinds of stuff. Our cousin Kathy is going to be one of the vendors there. And our next event we're going to be at is the West Kentucky Paranormal Expo in September at Mayfield, Kentucky Fairgrounds. The headliner is Aaron G. Thompson from 28 Days Haunted. Very cool guy. We got to meet him at Rock Island last year. Awesome guy. My dad and I are guest speakers at this Paracon. And we got a whole array of teams that are going to be out there. The Winda Brothers, 202 Paranormal Podcast, Outlaw Paranormal. You got Jen Jacobs, Josh Morris from Teps Investigates, Rachel DeMarco. So, and a lot of cool vendors. My cousin Kathy will be out there at that one as well, vending. So, and we just got confirmed, and I'm waiting for him to put the flyer out. We will be at Bordertown Paracon at the beginning of August. It's the weekend of August 6th, in Caney, Kansas. My dad and I are guest speaking this year at that one, doing a presentation. So come on out, check us out there. If you're interested in vending there, reach out to them. They don't charge to vend. So with that being said, we're going to get into the show. Like I said, I put the link in the chat. If you want to come on with us, you're more than welcome to, and you can talk to us, question us about our paranormal stuff, demonology, the Warrens. Also, you can come on and tell us about your paranormal experiences. Hey, Barbara, welcome in. I saw Jeanette's here. Sandy Mary's here. Says hello, Russell and Dad. Gary says, "Hun, I'd love to go, but I live in North Carolina." Yeah, I hear you. I mean, you would have fun, trust me. With that place, that place has hardly been investigated. But so we're going to talk about tonight some various paranormal stuff that people deal with and locations, and what we deal with as far as demonic and stuff like that. I got my dad here too to talk about it a little bit. When we deal with something demonic, it's nothing to play with. It can hurt you. It is dangerous. That being said, I mean, you can even deal with something going into the woods also. A lot of the woods are haunted as well. It's not just houses or properties. It's also woods. You can experience something. I mean, look at the Appalachian Mountains and the Smoky Mountains. There's all strange stuff that goes on there. And then the Ozarks got a lot of strange paranormal stuff that goes on down there as well. And I mean, we get called in for houses, businesses, properties. I mean, even woods too. We've done locations out in the woods, fields, all kinds of stuff. And so that is some of the stuff that we got to deal with when we go out. And we continue the work of our family, Ed and Lorraine Warren. We continue with that going on too as well, and going out to help people. And with people, you got to be wary. If you go back Friday night and watch SNX Radio on YouTube, I was a guest on there, and I was talking about demonology and stuff like that. And I explained about the demonic. So also the chat room, all you people watching, if you've got questions, throw them up in the chat. We are taking questions tonight. We're sorry we didn't get on last night. We didn't get home here till about 2 this morning. We were working on a bunch of stuff last night and getting stuff ready for events. But you got anything you want to add?
No.
Anything on the paranormal?
If they want to ask questions, we'll answer.
But SNX, Gary says SNX and VMNR. Awesome. So you checked out the show Friday night. I hope you found it not only entertaining, but also educational. And with me studying demonology under Sister Farah and Father Bob, and my dad and I, we work closely with Farah and stuff like that. Awesome, Gary. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I can't believe it went almost 3 hours. And I know they are scheduling a part 2 is what they told me.
Yeah, we're gonna be fair.
And we're gonna have Sister Farah on there, and my dad's coming on also. So that'll be a good show. That same night, I was on Paranormal Addicts on the Get Haunted Network with Kent Wilson from Ken 10 Paranormal, and we were talking about the Glen House. If you guys haven't seen the video of the Glen House, hi Don, welcome in, all the way from Augusta, Georgia. Awesome. If we lag a little bit, it's because of we're getting some nasty weather here in Missouri. We're actually getting a snowstorm right now, and 60-mile-an-hour winds. Our power's been blinking on and off. So if we end up getting kicked off, we'll try to get back on. But if you haven't seen our video from the Glen House with that Ken 10 Paranormal film, it's an awesome video. You will see us actually do a cleansing in that video. And I do have the video pulled up to show everybody. Let me see if I can make it bigger for you guys and full screen it on my end. There we go. This was at the Glen House. We were investigating the green room, and Kent had we heard the door to the hallway, and if you look on the screen, you can actually see it. If you look to the left right there on the screen, you'll actually see it, the black figure. That was an entity that was brought in by another team that was doing occult practices in this place, and they don't allow any Ouija boards, seances, none of that stuff in there. Well, they decided to do it, and they left something in there. They opened that door and left it open and let something in. And so we came out for Kent's birthday, and we didn't know this was getting filmed at the time. And Kent had spotted this thing on thermal, and it read 86 degrees, and it was like 2 white glowing eyes. So we went in there to check it out, and I said to Kent to get my dad and bring my dad in here because that's him and I deal with that stuff together. And in this video, if you watch, you'll see me reading the prayer, and you'll see it come right behind me.
Out of here now!
Loved ones who pray for us and their loved ones. May the holy angels guard him or her, us and all of our possessions, establishing a perimeter of protection around, rendering him or her, us, immune from any kind of demonic influence. I ask that no demonic bondage, door, or portion, demonic entity, portal, astral projection, or disembodied spirit may enter this space of 100 yards in all directions of all of us. I ask that any demons within the vicinity, any that should try to enter here, be rendered deaf, dumb, and blind, that thou would strip them of all weapons of armor, power, illusions, and authority, and thou would bind, rebuke, and disable them from communicating or interacting with them in each other in any way. Remove them, sending them directly to the foot of thy cross. Jesus, Son of the Most High, I ask this in thy glorious and most holy name. Amen. And as you saw in that video, it ran right behind me. But you see that shadow run right behind me, and that was that entity. And I went to go outside to get something out of my car after we did that, and the door was wide open. So it opened the door, and that door was closed and locked. Hey, Carol, welcome in. Hey, Carol, I put a link in the chat if anybody wants to come on and join us and ask us questions, tell us about your paranormal experiences. Anybody that's in the chat, you're more than welcome to. Again, I will share the link again for you guys. This is something we've never done before, so we're trying it out and see if y'all want to come and interview us on my own show. You can be our host. So, but yeah, that Glen house, when we chased that out of there, everything went back to normal. You could feel the lightness in that place. The regular spirits were actually, you could tell they were happy that that thing was gone. And we did follow up, and everything was back to normal. We also talked to the lady that runs it, and she said that everything felt lighter in the house there. And she does not charge for investigations there. It's all by donation, and that donation goes to help preserve history. And that's one of the few locations that don't charge for us to come in and investigate. But you get people like that want to ruin it and tear it up and violate the rules. That's what makes the rest of us look bad and ruins it for the rest of us. So that is some of the stuff we get called in to do. Other times we get called in to clean up somebody else's mess because they go in somebody's place and they stir it up for their own evidence and entertainment, and then they just walk out and leave the client holding the bag. And then they're already scared because this thing is amped up. It's even more mad and angry, and then they're afraid to call another team because they're afraid that that same thing is going to happen again. And so if you're going to do an investigation, you need to see it through. Don't just go in there and get your evidence and then turn around and walk out, because you're just hurting the client with that. Because if you're doing that, then you shouldn't be doing residential. You should just stick to the event stuff. If you're going to do residential, see it through, follow it. If they need extra help, call somebody for extra help. Don't just abandon them. Because when you abandon them, where are they going to turn? They're going to be afraid to turn to anybody. I'm going to show you guys a couple images that we captured. This was at a location in Lawson, Missouri. See, we got a couple questions here. Petra and I were at Bathsheba's grave. I started getting scratched up right in front of her. She took pictures. I sent those to you. Yeah, I remember seeing those. But for some reason, I don't think it was her. I didn't feel she was bad at all. She showed up at the Conjuring house, but just stood by the doorway in the middle upstairs bedroom. I liked her. Now Petra has different experience. I couldn't get her off my back. And then does a cleansing a place gets rid of the thing or not? Hey, Greg, welcome in. It does if you do it right. if you do the cleansing right, it will get rid of it. But you got to know what you're doing. And it's all, you got to have that strong will and that strong faith to be able to do it. And it will work if you do it right and you prevent it from coming back in, and then you keep following the same procedures that a team set up for you. Greg, that's how you're doing.
I'm doing good.
Hey, Carol, can you see that link now? I put it back in the chat again. So, but yeah, it'll work if you do it right. And I mean, like I was saying on SNX Radio Friday night, Sage does not work against your higher level demonic. I mean, it'll work against your low level, and your regular spirits, but it will not work for your higher level. Prayers work, holy water, blessed oil, stuff like that. And wearing protection. You got to make sure you wear that protection, have that suit of armor. Greg, I'm putting the link in the chat so people can come on, tell us about their paranormal experiences, or they want to ask us questions, or they want to interview us. That we're doing something a little different tonight. So we didn't really have a show planned tonight because we didn't get home till late. No Florida. But there's Carol.
Oh, hold on.
There she is.
Wait, it didn't flip.
Yeah, she's upside down.
Greg, I don't know about Florida water. I've never tried using it. So I stick strictly to straight exorcism holy water is what we use. Straight from the Catholic priest's personal stash. So I never tried Florida water. Would the evil eye be good to use? I wouldn't. I mean, if that's what you believe, but I wouldn't try that, Gary.
No.
I mean, I don't think it'll come out good because you're still sending that invite if you're using evil eye. That's still challenging. So
When you come to demons, you got to know what you're doing.
yeah, when you're dealing with them, you got to really know what you're doing.
You can get hurt real bad.
Oh, we even got Greg tonight.
Wow.
There's the man.
Yeah.
How you guys doing?
We're good. Tired.
Earl,
Hi.
how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
We got home late, 2:30 this morning.
Were
So
you out drinking last night?
no, we were actually working on stuff for events and stuff.
I'll take that back. We were drinking holy water.
Yeah, down at Holy Water.
I'm trying to stay awake.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were building equipment last night and painting on some Annabelle dolls and stuff that we're gonna sell since we got our LLC now.
Jeanette
Can't
Bowman.
wait.
Yeah,
I
they're
saw some of your REM pods.
Did you see that video I posted of them?
Yeah.
We've got about 10 done already.
The sound is really good. It's not like the other REM pod that I have.
Well,
It's
it does have that regular REM pod sound, but if you push the two buttons on it, it'll switch the sound to the music instead.
Okay.
So you don't get that annoying buzzing sound.
What kind
Yeah,
of
I don't
music
like
is
that
it?
buzzing sound.
It just plays the standard music that came with the board. It's programmed in the board. We're working on music boxes now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we're gonna have T-shirts out.
And then we've got we now have got K2 holders
Oh, good.
that you put your K2 meter in, and it'll stand it up like this, and you can just set it on the table and walk away from it.
That's
You don't
really
have to put it
good.
in. And then we've got laser tripwires that we're working on.
I want those.
Yeah, these are actually going to be able to, you can stack them up. So if you got a spirit that doesn't go close to the floor and it goes up higher, it'll trip the lasers up high.
That's great.
And
It needs to be a little bit different than the other ones,
yeah,
It's gonna be a bunch
Set
of
it
stuff.
apart.
and these are actually, you know how you have to unscrew everything to change the battery?
Uh-huh.
These you won't have to. They actually just flip open, slide open. You slide them open, you put your new 9-volt in and slide it back closed.
Oh, that's wonderful. You don't need to be fiddling around with screwdrivers in the dark.
Yep.
With
Yep.
that little clip with big fat fingers. You never get
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You get half of it on and then you try.
Yep. Yeah,
And then
you
when
won't have to
get
do
like
that
me,
anymore.
If you get like me, then you can't even get it in there to begin with.
Then we're building some casket REM pods that have little hearts cut out in the cover, and that's going to be your lights to your REM pod.
Oh, that's a lot different. That's for sure. I
Well, you
like that.
better not say too much of this stuff on the air here. There might be people who will pick that up and try to go ahead and get.
Don't say too much.
There's a lot of them that'll pick it up. I know they will anyways. As soon as they see it,
You gotta listen to your lawyer back there, Russ.
right?
Yeah, they'll be signed by us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can also custom and put your team's name on them, and
It's like when that bell came out. You
yeah,
know,
the dead bell. Everybody's got a dead bell. Yep.
there's 9 million dead bells.
We're building our own different version of it that don't look like what is out now. We're
There were
building something different.
like four different, not groups of people, but 4 different. There weren't whole groups, but there were individuals. And
Yep.
every one of them had a dead bell down there at Robert's place.
Yeah, we're
And it was
building
like, what the
something a
heck is
lot
this?
different than the average dead bell. Same with the music boxes. They're not going to be the same what everybody's got out there.
I know Austin's board that lights up.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That thing is neat.
Yeah, I like that.
That's really
Austin Maynard did this. It's in like a briefcase, and you open it up, and it's like one big board, and you wave your hand over it,
Yeah.
and it lights up. So spirit can take their finger to each one of the letters.
Mhm.
and it's
light
like
it up.
it's like you're going ahead and having a Ouija board.
Yeah, it's similar to like a Ouija board, but only it's reacting to E EMF.
That'd be a good one for you, Craig.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah. You know, we're making a special head for you, so for your desk. So it'll look at you every single time you come on.
Are you going to be in there?
They'll be inside the computer.
I'm going to have
Did you guys check out the show from Friday night?
No.
I was on SNX Radio with Coley
You were
Webb.
on-
And,
You were on the same. You were on with Bill Levin, 7.
yeah, I was on at
wow.
7 o'clock with Bigfoot Michigan Rob and Coley Webb.
Oh, holy wub! I thought you were saying Levin, and I said Slevin. Bill Slevin is a
Mhm.
guy from down in Florida that was with us at
Yep.
with
I know him. Yep.
Warren Legacy.
Yep.
When he was down there selling books with Dave from Robert.
Okay.
So
Yep. I know him. I know the other guy that runs it. That's the director of the New Warrens one too.
Well, you know the nephew, right?
Yep. Yeah, I'm related to Chris that runs the Warren's
Yeah,
Legacy.
Christopher. And then you got today there was a bunch of pictures of he was on. I had him on my show last year. Was the gentleman from he's the other one from up there from the
Sorry.
family. Who am I thinking of, Carol?
I didn't hear what you said. I'm sorry.
The one friend of I can't even think of his name. He came on here with a dead head. I can't think of anything. He's right on the page here. I should look at my.
There's I know Joe Frankie runs that other one with Bill Slevin.
That was Joe.
Yep. Joe's going to be in New Orleans this year with Brandon and John Zaffis and all them.
Yeah. Are you guys going down there?
No, we're booked up already this year.
I can't see you guys anymore.
Why not?
I don't know. The whole screen went blank. Me and Greg
Yeah,
came
you're
back, and
completely.
Russell didn't. I'm blacked out.
Yeah, you're blacked
Yeah, you're
out.
blacked out, Carol.
Wink. Just wink one time and we'll be able to see where your head is and we'll outline it for you.
What the
Shake
heck?
your nose, Craig. Get her back on.
But yeah, we're booked up this year between Mortuary Manor and Crypticon, and then we're at Border Town. This is for you, Greg. It said, Greg, Carrie and I wanted to give you a call. I wanted to let you know that my cousin Dustin was found in December.
Oh, that's the Jeanette.
Yep, she's a good friend of mine. Not in the conditions he came through to you and I in. Not sure why it was so confused.
I'm sorry about that, Jeanette. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, he's now cremated with his kids.
Was he in the lake? Did they pull the car out of that lake Eufaula in Alabama?
I'm not sure if it's that one or if that's the one that they were found in the house. They were found in the garage. In Ohio.
Okay, so was that close to his friend's place? Because there was that. This is the gentleman, I believe, that was all he was leaving his house and he was going to his next door neighbor's house. And he disappeared in between.
Oh, wow.
That might be a different case, Greg.
Is that a different one? Okay.
I think, yeah, it might be.
Mm-hmm.
That's Carol. She's blacked out for some reason.
Do you want me to go out and come back in?
Yeah.
Yeah, try that and see if it'll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't lick the wires, Carol.
No, I've done that once. Won't do that again.
He was tied up in blankets and a tarp found in Gallon, Ohio. He died at his friend's house in Iberia. Wow.
You know, when you go ahead and you listen to about 4 or 5 of those in a month's period of time, and they're all different locations and all that, you know.
Right. They all kind of intertwine together.
I'm never going to be a detective. Okay.
Right. That's what happens. They kind of intertwine together, and you work so many of them.
You could throw a dart at the board just as good as me knowing where the hell you were at.
Well, that's like us working residential cases. I mean, we've done so many of them, trying to keep track of them. You got to flip through all our case notes to even.
Hey, forget about it.
I mean, we've done what? Almost 200 residential cases.
Thank you, Jeanette. Sorry about that.
Would you drop a load in a ghost Or have you dropped a load in a ghost?
What?
Okay. That's an interesting question.
Yeah.
Drop a load in a ghost.
Yeah,
No.
we do that.
First, you got to be able to see it. It's got to be solid form.
You know, if you got a bomber and you can fly over, you might be able to get them. They have a good bomb site, a Norden bomb site.
No, that's not a yes. We don't even know what you're talking about.
No.
Dropping a load in a ghost.
All the years we've been in this. That's the
30,
first time
31
I-
years, that's the first time I've heard that.
20, 21, yeah.
Drop a load in a ghost.
You probably wouldn't want to get the ghost mad. That's for sure.
Yeah, right? I mean, that's like that woman that you seen that news article where she married the ghost of a pirate. And then about a month later, they got a divorce. How is that even possible that she even got a marriage license for a ghost?
Who knows? It's probably in Wisconsin.
Probably.
You know, and I love Wisconsin, but some of the people in Wisconsin today are just
Right?
wackos. They're all, and it's a shame too, because, you know, some of them are very highly educated, a lot more
Right.
than many of than me. You know, I got what, 15 years of school
Right?
before I left, and then I actually went from 14 to 15 when I came home, and then that's when I got upset at an English teacher and did this to him, and he says, you need to leave my class. And I said, yeah, I do, before I punch you in the nose.
Right?
So you're a bad guy, huh, Craig?
No, well, this is when I came home,
Yeah.
so
That's when
I
you-
wasn't,
Vietnam, yeah.
this
God
wasn't a good thing. And this guy gave me a D on a paper that I wrote in an English class. And you know what it was for? Spelling.
Oh, yeah.
And I says, what the hell is spelling? If you can understand the words phonetically, you know, why would you do that when you knew that, you know, I need this grade?
Right.
I'm willing to rewrite it, I said. And he says, it's too late for that. And I says, well, yeah, hey, we'll see you later. And I walked out, and that was the last class I took.
Right.
Nothing's too late in this world.
They teachers are a different breed.
That guy still cracks me up with that comment.
Drop the load on a ghost, in a ghost.
I'm trying to figure that one out.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out. You gotta love the trolls.
What is that supposed to mean? Root vegetable, number one.
Yeah, exactly. What is that supposed to mean? Apparently, they don't know nothing about the paranormal.
When I see a ghost, when we talk to them, we'll ask the question. See what the answer you get. Right?
You have to have spelling to spell that word correctly. Yes, you're right.
Exactly. Yeah, that I still don't get that comment.
Well, it's good.
Heck, I don't see. Oh,
It's good to hear you without you cutting out.
let me see if maybe she can take my place, and then I'll try to come in.
Yeah, try that.
Yeah, I'll back out, Carol. You can go ahead and try it once I get through here.
Hey guys, if you need, check out Greg's show on Supernatural Link Network every Wednesday night and Friday night. He does When Spirit Connects. on Supernatural Link Network Wednesday nights, and then Friday nights he does the Mariner Spirit, where he has guests on his show. When Spirit Connects, they do live Estes methods on the show, where they go on there and they talk to spirits through the Estes method, and it's actually pretty interesting. I do recommend when you do watch it, set your own intentions, set your own protection and your boundaries, because with them doing spirit communication, it does open that door. So Carol said she didn't see the link and posted the link in the chat again.
Will you send it to her?
Hang on, Carol. I'll send it to you. I sent it to you, Carol, in Facebook Messenger. There's Carol.
Hi.
Now we can see you.
Oh, good. Yeah, that was weird. I couldn't see anything.
Oh, we've been having issues too. Last Sunday, our podcast just quit right in the middle. Yeah, it just stopped and StreamYard just shut right down.
Oh, that's strange.
Yeah, it was still live and everything, and it just shut right down. And then I was able to back out and get back on, but
You had to go completely out and start over again?
yep.
Oh my goodness.
You don't have the next door neighbor running around your backyard with an antenna right now, do you, Russ?
No, I said it was your basement people coming over to my house.
Yeah.
They could do that.
Yeah, they can jump through technology and come right over here.
You're going to go ahead and tie up your dad and make it look like he's going to be a hostage for an Indian.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
You have to put on that extra protection.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Hey, they'll have fun with my angel around me.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful angel you've got there, that's for sure. Both of you. He's
Pretty neat.
over your right shoulder. Huge, huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just come from our cousin's house last night, and they actually took a family picture with her and her grandkids and her son. And you look in the picture, and outside, on the outside of the window, you see a face of someone looking in the window.
And we had a bunch of kids there asking me questions.
Yeah, they had a bunch.
Oh.
The grandkids were all asking us questions about Annabelle and
Oh, wow.
the movies, and
They wanted me to read them and everything. Oh, what am I going to be when I grow up? You know, I said, a big headache. Oh,
well, the one granddaughter, she was going upstairs in the house and trying to communicate with something after I had just cleansed the house, and
Oh, no.
we had to have a talk with her. She's only 11 because her older sister messes around with that stuff, and I yelled at her older sister, like, you can't be doing that.
Oh, no, not especially in front of the younger one.
And that house is just like a revolving door of paranormal activity because of the land is tainted between the Mormon masters, and
yeah. And she's our relative.
she's our little cousin, and I
Yeah.
had to have the sit down talk with her about
Yeah,
it.
probably
And I gave her
it's
my
starting to open up.
Yeah.
Yep, and they're just with her getting ready to become a teenager soon, and then her older sister, she just turned teenager, So you got the teenage hormones, then you get the poltergeist activity going on and
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Stuff
I
like
gave her
that.
a cross. Yeah, I gave her my cross, you know.
and I sat her down and I showed her the scars on my arm and I said, "You're too young right now to be dealing with this type of stuff. You do not want to get involved in this." I said, "When you get older,
Yeah, they need to be kids.
you want to be trained, I will train you if you want to do this, but not right now. You are too young. You need to be yourself, be a kid and live your life first."
Yep. Have fun.
Her grandson too, he wants to be one too. When we were building equipment, he sat right down there. He's watching us solder circuit boards and interested in what we do. He wants to be a paranormal investigator too. And I told him too, same thing. I said, when you get older, you want to do it, I'll train you, but you got to graduate high school and you got to behave in school. You
Yeah.
finish school first. He got his first little EMF detector. Our friends Penn Paranormal out of Kansas, they were investigating the house with us and they had an old EMF detector. They didn't want it anymore, so they gave it to him.
Then he's walking.
How old is he?
He's about 13.
Okay. They were all in the same house? One boy and two girls?
Oh, there's
Oh,
my cousin Danny's got about 7 kids.
oh,
Okay. So the energy must be crazy in that house.
oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Which kind of cross would be good to use, Christian or Celtic cross? We use Christian. I mean, it's whatever your belief system is. If you worship the Celtic cross, by all means, because they both tie into the same. The Celtics believe into Jesus as well. So
Oh.
you can use that as well. But I would have it blessed when you go to use it.
Get one of these.
Like my dad wears the crucifix with Jesus on it.
And
Yeah, that's
boy,
important.
that saved me from that demon face to face. I reached right up like this and all my other medals. And boy, he didn't want no part of it.
That's
He had
great.
me by the wrist. I showed you the bruises up here.
I saw it. Yeah.
The burns, yeah.
Yeah, that place, that demon, he wasn't a high level, he was kind of a low level
Yeah,
one.
low level.
That's why it didn't fight us too bad to get rid of it. But in the
Did
video, you can actually see it run directly right behind me and gone.
Yeah, I saw that.
If you
Did the
look
marks go away yet?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
went away.
Oh, good.
And you could see it face to face with me, you know. And we spoke to Wade. You probably know Wade.
Oh, Wade Kirby.
Herbie.
I have never met him in person, no.
All right,
I've
but
heard of him.
yeah.
He's been on my show a couple times.
And
Yeah.
when I was doing this, he's seen the demon right in front of my face.
Well,
Yeah. He says, boy, he says, you guys, you're like miracles, you know. He says,
yeah, if people don't know
Nobody.
what they're doing, they should not be
Yeah.
playing around with that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
and
It's
you know,
very dangerous.
these people, you know, they wanted it gone. So I told the lady, you know, and she had, bracelet beads. And I says, have you ever had them blessed? She says, no. So I said, here, hand them to me. And I hold them in my hand, and I blessed them and said the prayer.
Uh-huh.
And I gave it back to her. She says, wow, they're so hot. And she puts it back on. I says, now you don't have to worry about this place. Because you got the good thing on your side now. The Lord.
Oh, Jeanette's got a good question. How do you explain the different levels of demons? How many levels are there?
Oh, there are quite a few.
They run in legions is what they call themselves.
There are quite a few.
You've got your higher levels that run the lower levels. So the lower levels don't have as much power as somebody like the higher levels. I'm not going to say their names because when you say their names,
Yeah.
you call them forward. and I'm not giving them attention. So,
Yeah.
and when you get to those higher levels, they're the ones that are going to hurt you. They're the ones that are going to fight you tooth and nail because they don't want to go. That's what actually scratched me right here was a higher level demonic entity.
That was a big one. And, you know, I had his back. I was right behind him, you know.
Wow.
And I raised my cross up and bingo, he was gone.
Yeah, that thing was nasty.
Oh, yeah.
And that's them people, they play with that occult stuff and they summon that stuff in their houses, and then they got to suffer the consequences for it when they summon it up, and especially if they got their kids in the house.
I've seen a couple. They're not very nice to see either. Not nice to look at.
No.
Do they have premonitions? How do they get stronger? They get stronger. They're fed by negative energy. That's what they love, and that's what feeds them. When you're feeding them that negative energy, you're making them stronger. If you don't feed them, you're not going to make them stronger.
Just like if you go in a person's place or even they go out and look for ghosts and stuff, and you go and you have a pregnant woman, it's no good. Because if it's a demon, now that house we did,
Yeah.
that place, with that demon there, this lady was in there pregnant.
There was another team there. His girlfriend was pregnant. She was due in February. And we flat out told him, don't take this offensive, but she should not be in this location right now.
You shouldn't be.
They were taking a big risk.
Yeah.
And when we all investigated together, Root Vegetable, if you're going to talk like that, you don't need to be here. We take this stuff seriously. We're not clowns.
Who's that?
The one that asked us if we drop a load in a ghost. If you're going to talk like that, you can leave right now or I'll kick you. Plain and simple.
Okay.
Because we don't play that game. We
Yeah.
take this stuff very seriously. You want to play around like that, you're going to know it when a demon comes up and bites you in the ass.
We don't deal.
And then you're going to call somebody like me to come get rid of it. So I tell you right now, you better just leave because we're not dealing with it.
You can block him, can't you?
Oh yeah, I can. He's banned.
Yeah, it's this is how, people, come on like that.
Well, you can feel
And they
you can
go
feel the
into it.
guy when he came on.
Yeah.
And it ruins for the rest of them.
Right. And
You
there's
know-
people in here that like to listen to things, and
You got it.
Yep.
it's not a joke.
They
And
like to listen to the education value of it because they may be experiencing it themselves, and then you get asshats like that want to spout off their mouth.
I'll
And,
tell you something right now. Huh?
but
Demons love people like that.
yeah,
Okay? They love them because they feed off them.
oh yeah, I do remember that, Gary. The Mackenzie poltergeist at Greyfriars Cemetery in Scotland. Yeah, I do remember that.
I wonder if Jenny's Sullivan went over there and saw it.
Yeah, Jenny probably would know that.
Oh yeah, she's over in Scotland, right?
No, she's
Yep.
in Ireland, but
Ireland, yeah.
But yeah, they kind of enter.
it's not that far of a swim if you're good.
Rick
I don't know,
McCullum.
that water's kind of moves around quite a bit there, Greg.
Rick
Gotta-
McCullum might know about that too, because Rick
Yeah.
McCullum he goes over to Scotland quite a bit and investigates.
He's down in South America now.
Oh, is he really?
He's been there for quite some time. He has a house there.
Burned into the back of his neck. The room where I were in had a corner of the bedroom full of live flies in the middle of winter private residence. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good indication that it's a demonic being is when you got a cluster of flies in just one area of the house.
And when it's about 30 degrees in the room.
Yep.
Yep.
And you know, most flies, when it gets cold, they get weak and they die off. And a lot of them, you can take, you know, like the old magician trick. You know how the magicians will take a fly and they bring it back to life. What they do is they put it in a freezer just for a little bit, just enough to stun the fly that the fly doesn't move. And they put it in their hands and they get the heat generated from their hands and the fly comes back to life.
Don't be telling all these people that. They'll be doing it in their homes.
Well, I just gave them a little magic trick to try.
Oh, that's funny.
There we go.
Well, if you watched enough like Chris Angel or David Blaine, they do that trick. But yeah, that's a good indication for a demonic entity is a lot of flies in one room and foul smelling. I mean, them suckers stink.
What was the number that she said was carved into the neck or the back?
XVI.
That's 16.
Yeah. That's a weird number.
Yeah, that is.
Why 16?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely a room. I've seen both of them. Yeah, I mean,
You got 10. The X is a 10. The V is a 5 and 1.
yeah, that's
16.
weird why it would carve that in there, but
I've never gotten scratched or anything like that. Thank God.
regular spirits are just like somebody taking their fingernails and scratching you, but your demonic is like razor blades,
Right. Yeah, it's different.
and it hurts and it burns.
I have
think
had the one spirit run at me, and I thought it was going to run through me. But it stopped, like right in front of me, and it just dissipated.
Well, that's like that demonic entity in Oklahoma that I ran into. That thing come running right at me and got right at my legs, and that's when it disappeared.
Yeah, this was a cowboy. He was I was in Savannah at the theater. And I was side stage, backside stage, and I could hear the cowboy boots with the spurs picking up speed and like charging at me. And I didn't want to run because I didn't want to fall off the stage.
Right.
You know? And so I just stood my ground, and it came charging straight at me, and then it just vanished.
Oh yeah, and they're known for that. The demonic, they're very crafty when it comes to stuff. I mean, they'll lie in dormant for years and years until it decides it wants to come out and wreak havoc on somebody.
Well, they'll stand there.
That's why
hiding.
they're rare, and that's why they'll disguise themselves as a loved one. In fact, the show I was on Friday night, he had an experience in a dream with supposedly he was in Vegas playing poker with this guy in a dark clothing, and the guy beat his hand with 3 6s. Got up, left the table, was walking, and runs into that guy again. The guy says, "I just beat you with 3 6s." And then it grabbed his arm and then started switching to his father. Now the guy's father's passed on now. And it would switch back to the guy and then back to his father, which was the entity trying to lure him. And then he woke up, got online, and started talking about it on a show about 4 o'clock in the morning. Well, his family in Vegas saw it. And he started talking to them, and now his family does not remember anything.
Oh, that's
And
weird.
he was ID'd in Vegas also, and he was at his house in Michigan. So how is he ID'd in Vegas?
Well, that's something similar to what happened to me when I was in St. Augustine, where I was seeing and feeling like I was in 2 different locations, 2 different dimensions. I don't know what it was.
Right.
At the same time. I could see the town where I grew up, like the main street, and I was traveling down that street, but I was also traveling down the street in St. Augustine. It felt horrible.
Hey, Granzer, welcome in. Gary says, out of body experience. I've always had good dreams, never any nightmares. That's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you're having good dreams, that means you're protected when you sleep.
I get poked quite a bit on the top of my head.
My dreams, I have sometimes, but not all the time. And a lot of times I don't even remember them.
How's your
Well, you-
dream, Greg? Did you hear me?
Greg,
Yes.
Russell just
What's your
asked you about
dream?
your dreams.
About my dream, I don't dream.
You don't dream. No? You don't dream of getting rich or nothing?
I prefer
Oh,
it that way now. I really do. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not remembering them.
There was a time that you didn't want to have my dreams.
I remember
Really?
most of mine. Yes, he's only if somebody's got a message for me. Like there's times I've dreamt of my mom. She's entered my dreams, and we ended up in my old house I used to live in.
The ones
I
that
don't
used to give me the most were the flights.
Yeah.
Huey's.
Barbara's here.
Hi, Barbara.
Yeah, I believe they come to us in dreams. Your loved ones too. That's some way they get their message to you as well.
You've seen the amount of spirits that I have here in this house that come and go.
Oh, yeah, you got quite a few, Carol.
They like to poke me on, tap me on my head when I'm
Yeah.
sleeping to wake me up.
Right. We've got them here too.
And the one that follows me into the bathroom and then whistles in my ear.
That's like the little leprechaun, the nasty leprechaun.
We've got one of these in our bathroom. It's a reindeer that's motion activated,
Uh-huh.
Oh,
and
this guy loves to play with it.
it's sitting up on the shelf. And if you turn it on, leave it on, walk out of the bathroom, you'll hear it. It'll sit there and go off.
So somebody definitely is still in there hanging out.
Yep.
Oh, that's the one I seen one night. I got up to go to the bathroom.
And I had a dream once of George Burns. Yeah.
And it was standing right
I
in
hope-
front of me.
I hope Phyllis's hair didn't scare you.
Right?
It was standing right in front of me. And black figure. I just walked right through him. Went
That
to
was
the
a
bath-
dream?
No.
No, this
Oh.
was
This
he was standing in the hallway.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the one-
At one of
that's
the
the one.
locations?
Yeah, right here. My house.
At our house.
Oh, at the house. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the one that plays with the reindeer.
I seen him the one night. I was still up and I was working on my book. And I happened to look up and he come walking right through my bedroom door.
Why do you think he's showing himself as a shadow?
Well, it's a person that passed away in this house. He's just hanging around, but
Okay.
he's harmless. He, you know,
Yeah, you don't see him all the time, just
No.
once in a while.
And have you seen him in like a full body apparition
yeah.
or just shadow form?
I've only seen him in shadow.
I seen him full.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No.
But I can remember one night, this was several years ago, we had just did an investigation and it was about, I want to say 3:00 Monday morning, and something slammed against my bedroom door. And I woke up, opened the door. I thought he was up playing a trick or something, and he was sound asleep. he actually heard it too, and then finally woke up when he heard me up, and my dog's ball came out of a cardboard box on the other way across the living room and got thrown clear down the hallway and hit that door with force, enough to even wake me up.
And it was a dog?
A dog ball.
Oh, dog
my
ball.
dog's voice.
Yeah.
I was just going, oh my God, if it was the poor dog. I can't do two things at one time, obviously. Okay. I'm trying to do this message and at the same time.
And when I came out and he woke up and he says, see, I told you there was something in this house. And I just come out and I said, whoever you are, you better go back to where you came from, because I will cleanse this whole house out and you'll be gone.
Yeah.
And then after that, it stopped.
But my wife hung around.
Yeah, my mom still hangs around.
Yes, I've seen her.
Yeah.
Mary Lynn saw her the one night I had her on a couple weeks ago.
Really?
Marilyn
Mary-
Bass.
Yeah, she saw her standing right behind me.
She does that quite often.
She keeps on taking your dad's hat and turning it around on his head, doesn't she?
Knowing her, she's probably sitting there going like this on him, like she
Well,
used to do.
I
She used to
wasn't
do
gonna.
that
I
to him
wasn't
all
going to say that. Give him a little more respect.
What? Turn my hat sideways and say, what happened?
What,
Yeah, what's happening?
But I can remember I was on an investigation and it was too cold for him to go. So he was getting ready to call me because all the pots and pans that were hanging up, they were sitting there rattling in the kitchen.
Oh, she was driving me nuts.
She was harassing them. And this was just maybe about a year after she had passed away. She would sit there and rattle the pots and pans in the house. And
My dad used to do that to my mom with the curtains in the kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
She would set them a certain way and he would push them all to one side. And then when he passed, he kept doing it. It was
Mhm.
funny.
And I set up a camera in the living room one night, and about 3 o'clock in the morning, where my mom's urn is, you see all these light anomalies in the full spectrum dancing around it.
Oh,
And
that's
then
amazing.
One shoots from the living room out to the kitchen, shoots back from the kitchen down the hallway into the bedroom. And she used to get up about 3 o'clock in the morning to make her coffee. She was up
God.
with the chickens, and then she'd drink her coffee and go back to bed.
So that was the route that she was still taking?
Yep.
We're
Oh,
going
wow.
to get in the case right here. About
I see quite a bit of orbs or bright lights. Some of them look wiggly. They come through my front glass door and then they go
Oh, you
straight
get
through.
you get the squiggles.
Yeah, I've seen them too.
Mhm.
And then they go right out the
Like that.
backsliding door into
They
the
look like a
yard,
worm.
or they hang out in the living room.
I don't know.
They had that. They were at Broadhead
Yes, there was a lot of orbs
with
at
the-
Broadhead with you.
and them and the elementals that we had up in the third floor. That
Mhm.
was when I was doing the
On here.
ITC stuff. Michael was standing in the corner and watch one come off the ceiling and come down the wall and go right across the floor.
Yeah, I like the ones that actually they'll come and then all of a sudden they just turn like that and go.
They got a little tail on the end of it.
Yeah, it almost
It's-
looks like one of them 1,000-leggers.
Yep.
Only a big fat one, fat juicy one.
I see the bright zippy lights a lot, different colors. Yeah, I mean, I've seen different colors like Missouri State Penitentiary. I've seen some red orbs. We decided to, with Rob and them, we sat quiet and turned out all the lights. And you could see all these like little red lights and different light anomalies flying around the hallways down in the dungeon. And then shortly after that, the shadow appeared right in between myself and the guy's daughter that wrote the book. And I told her, there was a shadow right in front of her because she felt something touch her leg. And I said, yeah, there's a shadow right in front of me, right in between us. And she started getting scared, and she started hugging her dad, and her dad was hugging her. And the next thing you know, big bright light, probably about that big, lit up the whole cell that I could see everybody in the group. You would have thought somebody lit a flashlight. And we tried to debunk it, and we thought it was Brian's doing it. He lit a light in his daughter. When it lit up, his arms were around his daughter, and her daughter's arms were around him.
Here,
So
here's
were
a
you
picture.
seeing their energy?
Here's
That's
a
what
real
I'm
crazy
wondering.
picture for you.
What?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was with Dr. Chuck Kennedy.
Mm-hmm.
He had me hooked up like a. No, I'm not going to say it.
Reading Gary's comment here. My dad had a restaurant one night. We had some customers, and they had showed me some pictures, and I saw my mom walking in the front door in a pantsuit with her purse and disappeared without a trace. I was the only one to see her.
Wow.
Because yeah, that's all she wanted. She just wanted you to see her. She didn't want nobody else to see her, and that's
She
they
wanted-
do that too.
Did she want to tell him something? Maybe.
Maybe she had. That's what I'm wondering, if maybe she had a message for him
Yeah.
that she wanted to tell him something. And that's why he's the only one that saw her. And spirits will do that. They'll pick who they choose, who they want to see them. And I've noticed that quite a few times. They'll show themselves to me, but nobody else will see them.
I see him.
Or they show them to you, and I won't see them. Like he saw the one in the Glen house, and I never saw it.
But hey, Carol, I got a question to ask you.
Okay.
Okay. Now you got all these things going on in your house, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, you feel cold all the time, or when they're
Yeah.
around, you feel cold?
Yeah. I can
Yeah.
feel when they're near me.
Right. You feel cold, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Now, when they're not, you don't feel cold, right?
Right.
So,
But they don't say, like, they don't attach or anything like that to me.
no.
Most of them are more my family
Mm,
that come and go through the house.
yeah. Because, see, the reason why I'm asking you that is that we had two people with us, and she came up to me, and they were ghost hunters.
Mm-hmm.
We walked up to the farmhouse. Well, she come over to me and she goes, "I'm cold all the time." I said, "Well, how would you know you have a ghost around you then?" She says, "I wouldn't." I said, "Well," I said, "let me see your hands." And I grabbed her hands. I said the Lord's Prayer. The next moment, she felt it go right up her arms. And from this day on, she don't get cold when she ghost hunts. You know, she,
Mm-hmm.
you know, when she has something around her, she'll get cold.
Right.
But when she goes in the house or something, she won't feel cold.
That's really good.
See,
And they're kind of a fairly new team. They
yeah,
haven't done much residential, so
they like ghost hunting with us.
I'm teaching them how to do
Yeah.
residential because it's something they want to get into, and
So it's a hard end of the field. Very hard.
It sure is.
Yeah,
That's why a lot of teams don't do it anymore. There's only a certain few of us that still do it.
You know, liability issue is
Yep.
the big thing for anybody. You know, what happens if you guys are in a house and one of you falls down this flight of stairs?
Yep.
yeah,
That's why we have the forms for that they're not liable for us. If we fall down the stairs, we're at our own risk. We can't come back and sue them. And it also covers our equipment. If they go and grab our equipment and start playing with it, they break it, they're financially responsible for it.
Yeah.
My group's financially responsible if they break something of a client's in the house, if they knock over a glass or something like that. But that's what you need in this field now for doing residential is all in forms to cover you, especially client confidentiality agreements.
Yeah, that's really important.
I see a lot of people go in people's houses. They go in there and they don't feel good, you know. They're sick before they go in there, have a cold or a fever. They shouldn't be in there because whatever's in there is going to feed off that.
I have to look at my calendar, Gina.
Yeah.
She's talking about this event, Greg, that I'm going to be at.
Oh, at
My
the
dad
mortuary
Mortuary Manor.
Yeah.
in Toledo.
Yep.
Yeah. And we're leading.
We're the VIPs. My dad and I are.
I have to check, see what's going on. I may have a tournament that weekend.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun place.
It's
That
gonna
place
be
has
good.
hardly been investigated. It just opened up last year.
That sounds like fun.
Oh, I'm going to have fun. I'm going to see.
Ruz has a place like that. We used to go to every year on 25th Street in Laramie in Cicero area, like, and it's the old church, or it was originally a funeral home, and then they turned it into a church, and it's a church now.
Yeah, Jeanette's bringing us a bunch of junk food.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, is that why you wanted to know if I was coming? You gonna bring Raisinets or what?
Oh,
yeah.
she's bringing cupcakes and all kinds of
Everything.
stuff.
You're
Right.
kidding.
No, she's
I
bringing.
know you're really trying to entice me to come along. I can
Oh
see that.
yeah. Well, let me get you out there.
Get some VIP tickets. Come and investigate with my
Yeah.
dad and I. We'll have some prototype equipment out there too that we built.
I guarantee, Craig, I won't scare you.
You won't scare me.
And,
Why would you have to say that?
do you guys remember seeing this picture? Did I ever show you that?
That looks like Batman.
No, it ain't Batman.
That's a demon.
Yes,
That's a
it
demon.
is. And that's in the farmhouse.
That's in
we
the
took-
farmhouse.
we took. Oh yeah.
That was standing on the top of their stairs in the house.
You see the
I
eyes.
I don't know why I can't see it.
You see the air.
No, I
ears.
mean, I don't see any picture at all here.
Oh,
Coming
you
up.
don't?
No,
There's
it's
something
probably
going
because I'm
on.
on my phone.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're on
Yeah,
the. Did you get? Is that how you got back on?
Yeah,
Because I went off.
I had to reboot.
Okay, and then you came on, and then I saw that you were on, and that's why
Yeah.
I came back in.
Jeanette
I'll
Jeanette rented both rooms upstairs.
tell you.
Jeanette said it looks like her ex-husband.
It looks like her ex-husband. I'll send you the picture, Carol.
Okay.
And then we captured that one there.
Yeah.
I've sent you the one that I saw on that one person, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen that one? Yeah.
This is freaky here.
Yeah, it's a Native American woman. That place has confirmed Native American slaves.
Let's see.
And then it's also got it also had regular African American slaves also.
Well, if it's anywhere near Ohio, that was all part of the underground.
No, this is actually out here in Missouri.
Oh, in Missouri. No, I don't think it would be the underground then.
No, this this whole thing used to be. Here's the slave man that we captured out there too.
Oh, he's pretty close.
Oh yeah, he's up in. This was outside on the property. They used to have a hanging tree there,
Oh,
Oof.
and the clan used to run thick in this area.
Jesse James used to run through.
Jesse James has been through there. The Battle of Crooked River happened there. Jeanette, no, we haven't tried to see if they want to cross over. I don't think they want to because some of them are not very friendly. They don't like to communicate with us because of us being white people and the clan been through there. They don't like it too much. They actually used to have a sign out on the edge of town, a racist sign towards the black people to keep them out or they would be lynched.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, that whole town was a pretty bad town back in its day.
weren't the James boys part of the KKK too?
No,
No.
their farmhouse is not too far from there.
Was then they were part of a Christian group. I'm trying to remember which one it was called. No,
Well, they went to church. I know Frank.
Guns for Jesus.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they would run through there to head back to see their mom,
Yeah.
and they would have the Pinkertons chasing them. And my cousin's great grandparents used to hide them out in their barn. They actually have them in a diary that they wrote that the James gang stopped in. They paid them some money for food and a place to stay for a little while. And they used to hide out in the barn. I never had a problem with Native Americans.
You ever see this box?
I have.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when KD built it.
Which box was that?
The Pelican
Oh,
case
yeah.
box. He had it at a Paracon and we were playing around with it.
Yep.
I like the red one.
I was thinking of checkering it.
Yeah, there you go.
I was going to do that, and I was going to do two of the Nanicons. Change the fronts of them.
Man, our wind is whipping.
Yeah. It's supposed to
Yeah,
be
we're
80 mile an hour.
Yeah, we're getting about 80-mile-an-hour winds, and we're getting a snowstorm right now.
It's quiet tonight here. Last night we had a storm, rain and wind.
But get this, we're getting a snowstorm tonight. It's supposed to be cold tomorrow, 30s the next day, and then it's up to 70.
That's what happened with us too after that
And then
blizzard
80.
that came through. Yeah, very strange.
And then 80?
And then
It's-
80, yep.
Yeah.
It's not normal.
That's why everybody's getting sick, and this weather also is kicking up paranormal activity quite a bit too.
Yeah,
Got to keep on taking vitamin C.
the storm,
With the war and the bombs and stuff, it's stirring up the atmosphere and stirring up these storms too.
I'm going to go grab my cup of coffee. I'll be right back.
I've been taking allergy medicine through winter. I don't know what has been bothering me all winter this year, but I've never had that before.
Oh yeah, we deal with it too. We get winter allergies as well.
I usually only got that in the spring. Now I'm getting it in the winter.
what's the name of that song? Cross.
I'll send it to her.
Tell her. We got a beautiful song. It'll fit your whole team.
Okay.
Okay? And my son's going to send it to you.
Okay.
And, oh, you'll love it. Believe me.
Annette says, I never had a problem with Native Americans. My great grandma was full blooded Cherokee on my dad's side. Yeah, Jeanette, my grandmother's full blooded Comanche. My one great grandmother, she was Cherokee on the Harrington side. And, but yeah, last night, all those kids, they were,
No.
my one little cousin, the one that was playing with it, she had her friend over and she bragged to her friend that they're related to the Warrens. They've been to the Warrens Occult Museum around Annabelle, and
Oh boy.
her friend was just nonstop with questions.
Oh,
I'm sitting there trying to decorate Annabelle dolls and paint them, and
and she comes over to me and
They
she,
have tons of questions.
oh yeah. And he was on we had that show on their TV, and
Uh-huh.
they were on the couch.
they look up and they're looking at it and they're like, "Wait, is that you?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah, that's me."
Yep.
And that was a pretty good show. I had fun doing that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on the next
That was on Friday night?
Yeah, Friday night.
Okay, I'll have to go back and watch it.
SNX Radio. I shared it. It's on my page too. I shared it.
Okay.
and I'm
on
gonna be
Facebook.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think I saw it. I think I saw it last night before.
It's an almost 3-hour show, and
Oh wow.
Yeah, they want me on the next one.
they want me back for part 2, so we're bringing my dad on with me, and Farrah's
that's
coming
great.
on.
Oh, wonderful.
So
Yeah, they want to meet me.
they had that night. I think Coley said that they had over 200 people watching
Wow.
that night. Yeah, they got a big following. Well, she streams to like 10 platforms,
That's great though to get
and a lot of people didn't know anything about the demonic, and that was what the show was about: demonic infestations.
just like the woman that you had recently on the show last week.
Oh
That
yeah,
was
the one.
pre-recorded.
Yep.
Yeah.
She was really good.
Yeah, that episode is gone. She asked me to take it down
Oh no.
due to personal reasons on her side.
Okay.
So I had to.
They're very strict over there.
Well, she's originally from Greece,
Mhm.
and they're very strict over there in Greece when it comes to that stuff.
Okay.
Which I met 2 people last year at Rock Island from Greece, the paranormal team from Greece. They came all the way to Rock Island last year for
Was
that
it Paracon?
convention. Yeah, for that convention. And the guy's an equipment builder, and he brought down some of his equipment that he built and let me look at it. And
I'm so glad I watched that episode then, because I would have been upset, not getting to see it, because she was really interesting.
yeah,
Who-
she was.
Who is this?
It was a lady I had on. It was pre-recorded last weekend that I had on. She's originally from Greece, but she lives in Glasgow, and she's a shamanic demonologist.
I was telling
Wow.
you about her, Greg.
That's right, you were.
Yeah.
It was like there was an echo going on in here.
Yeah, I have another one coming on. I'm waiting to hear back from him. He's from over in England as well, and he's an author and a paranormal investigator. Tim
Oh,
Splain.
the other guest that you had with the book,
Oh yeah, he was a good one too.
with the QR code, with the stories on YouTube.
Yep,
I thought that was wonderful.
It's
about his in-laws.
Yeah. I've never heard of anybody. Have you ever heard of that? Like putting the QR code on the book to
No.
connect it to the videos?
No,
That was a great idea.
yeah, and he was fascinated by it, and he caught him at the cemetery, and when they passed on, they would do stuff in the house like flip the TV and all kinds of stuff, and
Yeah.
wow.
He had a lot of video.
And
Lot of
he
stories.
had the Society for Psychic Research that's over in England out at his house to actually investigate the claims because of the skeptics.
Right.
I heard that there was a person, and this is a rumor, a person that is in New York who is compiling a book together of things that are happening to people that had people that were in the buildings on 9/11.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, I could see somebody doing that. And I mean,
Well,
I've lost friends there. My buddy's dad was actually in the elevator when that plane hit. He barely made it out, and he's been in two. He was in the bombing of the World Trade Center
oh, you got
before
me
that
kidding.
and barely made it out. I don't know how he escaped this one because he said he was in the elevator when it hit and he barely made it out.
What
Wow.
floor was he on?
He was coming off, I think, the 15th because he works for the Port Authority.
My brother had a meeting up on 86 or 84 or something like that, where the exchanges are, and they had a big stock meeting, and he was from out here,
Mm-hmm.
and they were in the meeting, and they all decided that there was about 10 of them decided they were going to go to breakfast, and they all got all the way down, and as they were getting off the elevator, that's when the first big, boom, 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 boom went on. And as they were going across the street, there was a restaurant like a block and a half away.
Mm-hmm.
It was a nice day. They were going to just walk over there, and as they were walking, the shoes were coming down.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the kind of stuff that, and that's what's wrong today is that people have to remember what happened to us.
Yep.
And they're always saying, well, you didn't, you just come in here and think you're the big guy. Well, you already knocked on our door once.
Yep.
And caused a whole bunch of hell to break loose, and a lot of people, good people, died for nothing. Payback's a bitch. Excuse my friend.
Yeah, I worked with a guy who lost both his sons in that. They were part of the fire department. And they got buried under the rubble.
They heard about Oklahoma bombing, didn't they?
Yeah, Granzer, I had to take it down for her for personal reasons. And my cousin Ricky had to go down there. There was a video that surfaced from there after the planes had hit and the smoke, and you see in the smoke, they had somebody caught a video of Mothman flying around along there.
There was a lot of stuff going on in that area.
And he seems to show up around tragedies and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, well that's what the whole thing was about. That's when Keel put that all together. That was the crux of it. The tragedies.
And I was actually in the World Trade Center as a kid. My grandparents brought me there as a kid. And I got to go up to the very top floor and look down and see all the ants walking.
Oh, yeah. Been there many times. I haven't been back since September 11th.
Yeah.
I'm like 15 minutes from there.
And my boss, where I was working on the golf course, and his mom worked for the Pentagon.
Oh, boy.
When the plane hit that, and he couldn't get a hold of his mom. Lucky she was in the next building over at the time. She wasn't at her desk.
Wow.
And yeah, that was a bad tragedy. I mean, all my cousins on the fire department had to go down there and assist. And
I was telling you when we were down, when I was in Key West now, and we had one of the guys that comes in and helps out at the firehouse, and all these guys are retired firemen, and there's like two of them from New York. So this one that I was talking to was one of these guys that I guess he was on truck number 22
Mm-hmm.
in line when they were going to go and they were going to surround all the towers and everything because they had a regular plan, and they were the two trucks in front of them were going in and they were stopped. So the guy in front of him was stopped and he was stopped and they had to wait. And not one of those trucks made it out. They're all
Oh, wow.
crushed.
Can you imagine the energy that's around that? Where them towers were walking around there?
Well,
and-
that's why I was asking that question, is because, you would figure that it would be something that would happen with us on a consistent basis with shows, just because of the fact that,
Mhm.
we would run into people that had family. And
Yeah.
though there was a one story that I remember, and I'll never forget the story, and it was about a guy and his sister, and they would meet once a year to catch up on old things, and they would be up at that restaurant up in the top on the World Trade Building, and they were there eating supper. They ate supper, and she goes, and the maitre d' or whatever he is came over to the table, and she says, I need 2 of your best bottles of wine. And he looked at her and goes, okay. And she went ahead and went in her billfold and she pulled out these $100 bills and she laid it down on the table and she says, keep it going. She got done, paid the rest of the restaurant bill.
Mhm.
It went in her billfold and it was recovered a week later out of the
Wow.
out of the pile.
Wow.
Well, this is gonna hit him.
What, the Oklahoma one?
No, that one, and I helped put up that building.
Yeah, my dad helped put up the World Trade Center.
No, really?
Yeah, he was one of the.
I was
Iron
way up
workers.
there top.
You were up there flying around?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't got wings.
That people look like the little ants.
Yeah. Well, when you fly in helicopters too,
Yeah.
you learn that after a while you're one of those guys that's got his feet on the runners,
Yeah.
Yeah. I put a lot of buildings up
Well, if
in New
you
York.
watch the old Three Stooges skit when they're doing building those skyscrapers, and Curly's got that helmet on his head, running in there, and he kicks the grease over, and he keeps sliding back and forth.
When you're up there and you're walking across some beams, but you're tied in, when you walk across them.
You're tied in. What do you mean you're tied in?
You're harnessed.
You're harnessed.
Oh,
And
okay.
So if you do slip and fall,
The bottoms of my feet are sweating already.
But yeah, Oklahoma bombing. You probably heard about that one, right?
Mm-hmm.
I lost my son in that, and his mother. Yep.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yep.
Sorry.
Granzer asked, did the lady and her brother get out of there?
The lady didn't. Her brother did. I guess she was staying. She had a room below, and her brother left because he lived outside of town there. And that's the only thing they found of her real fast was her billfold.
Oh wow.
And inside the billfold was the receipt from the night before. And she had, I can't remember how many hundreds she still had left in that wallet.
My cousin worked down there during the cleanup, and he's really sick now from it.
Oh, I bet.
I have volunteers that I know that work with me at Bass Pro Shop that were firemen that left here and went all the way over there to help. And they were there the next day.
Yeah, my cousin, it was Ricky and Tony went out there, didn't they?
Yeah, and Uncle Bill.
No, Uncle Bill was retired then.
Wait a minute. Yeah, that's
It would have been Ricky and Tony. My cousin Ricky and Tony both went down there from Albany, New York.
I haven't talked to the one guy that I know pretty good out here that I was going to go ahead and wonder if he was breathing good.
Yeah. I know that smoke. I remember my buddy sending me videos of nonstop of the smoke and stuff. I mean, it was just like a cloud, and that actually came towards where I live too. You could see like the haze into the mountains and stuff from the smoke and the dust and all that from that. Yeah, Grandeur Timothy McVeigh and Terry Nichols. Yep, from the Oklahoma bombing.
My cousin worked for. He was a Port Authority cop.
McVeigh was the one they put the bullseye on, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Then Granzer had a question for all of us. Speaking of that event, September 11th, did any of you follow any of the conspiracy theories at the time? If so, are any of those sites, groups still around, moved to YouTube? I haven't seen any.
No.
You'd have to go ahead and just start poking around, I guess. That's
Probably. You probably just have to search them.
I haven't heard any either. Yeah, are you mean as far as whether or not that airplane actually flew into the Pentagon or not?
They said that was like a suicide hijacker.
Yeah, but what I'm referring to is the fact that it came right down the road.
Yeah.
That road that led into the Pentagon. Mm-hmm. And then when it hit, they for all I know, they never found the motors.
Yeah, that's weird.
That bomb in there in New York, that's the one.
I mean, even 191 out here by us, that was the one that blew the one engine off and went around and came back in those upside down. And that happened pretty close to where we weren't living there anymore, but
right.
I went out with Dale Kazmarek and a bunch of guys that I used to be with before.
Yeah.
And they all went out and they have another entrance because you can't actually get in because right now it's all fenced off.
Yeah, they had bombs on that plane.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt they had bombs on those planes.
On which one? 191?
9/11.
Oh, 9/11.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt they had bombs on those planes.
They didn't really. What do you mean? Because of how hot the fire was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's every one of those planes was fully gassed up.
Oh yeah, between the jet
40,000 gallons, I think, or something like.
But when they hit, they had bombs on there. That they were set the time they hit that.
The hijackers probably set some explosives on there too, and at the same time when it hit, they detonated them too at the same time
on the plane
to make sure it bring the building down.
Because when we put that up, that was heavy steel.
Yeah, they said the temperature had to be so high for so long to get it even to start to
out. Melt those beams.
Because that was heavy steel when we built it.
Do you guys got parts of the beams out by you guys too? Like we got part here.
We probably do.
Yeah.
It's at a library here around here.
They're probably in Kansas City here. We probably have it in the big.
I think every big town's got
Truman
something.
Library's got a bunch of stuff in it.
that last comment, I did hear something about that. That
Yeah.
Yeah,
there was
about the
a person
explosive
down
charges.
in the lower sub basements that heard explosions
Yep.
that shouldn't have been going off down that deep.
There was that other story too about that one reporter that had gone over those tapes of the people that jumped off the first building.
Yep.
Mhm.
And there was the one guy that came off the top that had one of those like waiter coats on, white
Yep.
coat. And he thought he finally ID'd him after like 7 months.
Mm-hmm.
He ID'd him, and then again he pulled it back before he let it out because the guy was Catholic. And I said to a friend of mine that was Catholic, I said, it wouldn't make no damn difference. You know, it's
Right.
not like, you know, you're not actually, you know, blowing your brains out or anything. You know, what the he had I imagine that there are quite a few of those people jump because it was so friggin' hot.
Oh yeah. Well, like Granzer said, I don't know how they would have gotten bombs through. If memory serves me, they would X-ray my luggage when I used to fly a lot in the 90s.
Yeah.
That's what's making me wonder if they didn't have other people planted that went into there and set
Like
them.
the people that loaded the planes and everything, that they
Yep.
got it underneath in the baggage area.
Yep.
I like that. Wasn't that Swiss Air one or the one that got hit supposedly
Yeah.
by the missile off of Great Britain or wherever it was?
Yeah. Something
Or Ireland
like that.
or
Yeah, it's something like that. That's what I'm wondering, if they had somebody paid off to where they slipped them in there.
you would really hope not. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, that's what's missing today, is that we've been put in this position where we're doubting, and we shouldn't be doubting. Take it for what it was. It's in the past, and get on with it.
Them planes were hijacked.
And
We'll get even
granted
with them.
that the big thing that was talked about was that they talked to building skyscraper engineers, and they had said there is no way those buildings should have collapsed unless they were rigged up charges.
Yeah,
I'm just glad my family member was not there that day. He was on the George Washington Bridge. It took us a long time to find him though, because the cell phones were so busy.
Yeah.
It was frightening, but then he helped with the cleanup, so he ended up getting sick anyway.
Yeah, there's a lot of them that caught cancer from that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like fiberglass in his
Mhm.
lungs.
Yeah, between all that dust and smoke and
Yeah.
They had firemen with their legs, off and everything.
yeah, the guy Frank that I worked with at the golf course,
Yeah.
both his sons were crushed. They were in those trucks that were crushed.
Oh, well.
And I remember him telling me about that
They never even knew what hit them.
because they did a memorial golf tournament for his sons, and because I played in it.
Thank God, it's a lot better than being burned. You know,
Yeah,
one big bang, and that's it.
but I mean, can you imagine if you brought your paranormal equipment there? How much activity you would get
Who
from all
said
that energy that's pent up in there?
Carol's going to go there, and we're going to film Carol.
I
wouldn't
literally am like 15 minutes from there.
I wouldn't do it
No, I wouldn't
because
either.
of respect.
I wouldn't. That's one place I wouldn't.
It's probably disrespectful. Number one,
Yeah.
Right.
you know,
That's the same thing with Oklahoma bombing.
Granzer said, not saying it's right, but remember with Oklahoma City, didn't McVeigh said he did that because of what happened in Waco and Branch Davidians. Yeah.
And I was down in the hospital down there. I brought my wife down there. Remember?
Yep.
We seen people are in the hospital there in Oklahoma from that bombing.
Yep.
Missing arms and legs. And you mention that to any of them down there, they don't want to talk about it. I mean, that hospital was full with all them people who hurt.
Yeah, that hospital was in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I've never been there. I'd never been out there because, you know, what I do when I'm outside and on tournaments and everything is all dealing with colder water.
Yeah.
The water's too warm down there.
We had a lot of either anti-government, not trusting out government to a high degree Oklahoma City bombing than the one in what state was it? Montana, that standoff also in Waco. Yeah, they had that standoff in that prison in Montana.
Oh, yeah.
And they ended up firing a rocket launcher up into the tower, killing those inmates that were having that standoff.
It's either you come down now or we're going to.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, come and get us. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Hey, we're not climbing all the way up there. We're just going to do this.
Yep. They're going to blow it up with a rocket launcher and be done with it. And
I wonder how many of them one had jumped out the back.
Right.
Right. Coming up in.
A guy I worked with at the school, Coach Fry, he told me that story about that prison up in Montana because that's where he's from. He's told me a lot of paranormal stories out of Montana because he used to do search and rescue also in the wilderness up there. And a lot of the strange stuff up there. And then he
was it you?
told me
Was
about
it
the prison.
you guys the other night that were bringing up the part about 411 and the missing people and the aliens, and then they say a lot. There, somebody had a guest on. I don't know if it was you guys, but
no, it wasn't us.
It was on. They were talking about Bigfoots, and they said that how it went down was they're associating these sightings with in the same areas where these people disappear at.
Oh yeah.
And they don't know what happened to them.
Well, that's like the Smoky Mountains same way. You got them supposed feral people that live out there that are
this like the same ones that are out in the desert.
Yep, that are grabbing people and
the hills have eyes.
Yeah. Apparently these were people that tried to evade fighting in the Civil War and the wars and stuff, so they
went out there.
They went out into the caves and the old mine shafts, and that's where they were living, and they would raid the soldiers' camps for food, and they would kidnap soldiers and kill them and eat them, and they were interbreeding and all kinds of stuff. And apparently now Missouri's got feral people down in the Ozarks. I started reading some about that Missouri's got feral people. And
you should have never told me that.
They're down near the Mark Twain National Forest.
Oh boy.
Down in the Ozarks of Missouri. And
you gotta go ahead and pinpoint it, don't you?
Oh yeah. You know me.
I guess we can scratch that one off the map. Don't have to worry about going there.
Oh, I'm still going down there. Because I'm supposed to go with Carter and do some Bigfoot researching down there.
You carry a sidearm on you when you're down there?
Well, I probably will. I'll probably be carrying my sidearm with me.
Did you tell Craig Bigfoot we see.
Oh, the Bigfoot in the Allegheny Mountains of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
There's
We
a
were
lot
he-
of sightings there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were headed to Gettysburg and we were going up. You know how it's got them hills and them turns?
Uh-huh.
Well, there's a house that's back up in the mountain, and their trash can was down by the road, and my headlights hit it. And this creature was ducked down like this, digging through the trash can, had the trash can lid in his hand, stood up, and it was about 8 foot tall,
Yeah.
is what he described it at. Looked right at the car and curled its lip at us. And I was focused on the road. I mean, this was about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. And
This thing was tall.
he says to me, "You never believe what I saw."
Oh,
Hey,
I said, "What?"
Russ, did you throw him the rest of the donuts out of the bag?
no.
I wanted to go back.
Yeah.
He wouldn't let me turn around and
No,
go
no.
back.
Because he had that, we wouldn't have no car left. Believe me. This thing. I
Right,
mean,
Granzer? Yeah. About
Yeah.
the Pharaoh people. I'm going to find them.
we asked about Bigfoot, and this one was like
I think
a
that's a
blonde
bad idea.
color. You know?
Yeah, he was kind of like a lighter brownish
Brown.
color.
And this thing, he had the lid in one hand, and he had a handful of food in the other. And
Wow.
I was saying to myself, which one's gonna come first, the food,
Yeah.
you know,
Or the lid.
lid?
And the Shawnee National Park is, the entrance was just a little ways, about a mile up the road.
Isn't Shawnee? Doesn't that go from southern Illinois?
Yeah, all the way up
Yeah.
into Pennsylvania, up into the Allegheny Mountains. And
That's Shelby.
that night too, there was fog rolling in through those mountains like crazy.
Oh,
Creepy.
Yeah, it's got a creepy vibe when you travel up through there, especially in the middle of the night, because there's nothing.
like
Yeah.
this-
Northwoods are the same way, and when you're on the boat, you hear things on the shoreline that sound like tanks.
yeah, his lights hit this thing dead on, right in the face, the whole body,
Damn.
and
Yeah, I started looking up sightings when we got to our hotel, and there's been numerous sightings of Bigfoot up in that area.
There's
That
also
was-
been sightings here in Jersey up by the mines in
Yep.
Sussex County.
yeah,
Yep.
Quite a few of them. My cousin lives over there.
I told Carter about it, and Carter says, yeah, if you would have turned around, either one, he would have been gone, or two, he would have turned around, he would have leaped onto your car and trashed it. Or he would have
Well,
threw the trash can lid through your windshield.
we were out to do a case, weren't we?
We were headed to Gettysburg
Yeah,
for the Annabelle.
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 Oh, wow.
And
I'm going
boy,
to try to get a hold of Father Bob again.
Get him soon because he's getting busy.
Yeah,
He's
So,
been
yeah,
busy already.
I meant to ask you.
No,
Craig.
he's still kind of slow right now, but they're getting ready. I'm not sure when it is.
I'll
They're
talk
supposed-
to Aja or whatever her name is. I'll get a hold
Yeah,
of
they're
her.
supposed to go to. He's supposed to go to Gettysburg with Ryan Buell and Nick Groff and Tessa and Wade and all those guys.
That's
I
coming
meant
up
to
pretty
ask
fast.
you, Craig.
Huh?
I meant to ask you how you like Father Bob.
I wish the heck that my system was up and running right.
Yeah.
He was a person, between him,
Yeah,
him and who did I have before that went off too?
John Zaffis.
Johnny. I'm glad that KD came on, but at the same time, it was like,
Mhm.
well, it's what I work for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah. That's why I had to break down, get a new computer. When I had Chris, my first guest, my computer acted up and I couldn't do it, and
Well,
I felt bad. I know how you feel when it comes to that. You look
Oh,
forward to interviewing these guests, and then technology and
You've
things
been doing,
screw up.
you know, when you do it so long, for so many
Yeah.
years, and
Yep.
you get your jollies that way. You know what I mean? And you go ahead and then something happens, and it's
Oh,
a
that's
kick.
funny.
It's a
I was
kick
gonna
right in
just
the,
talk about Mount Shasta.
huh?
Sorry, Mount Shasta.
I've heard of it. I've never really looked into it. I may have to look into that one.
I came across something up on one of the mountain. I think it was Mount Shasta that my daughter and I were at, and she had walked off and
Where's
had the
Shasta at?
keys to the car, and I I smelled something horrible, and I heard knocking, and I wanted to get out of there. Everything went quiet.
Mhm.
There was no sound of anything around me at that point, and I wanted to go.
I
The
bet.
smell was disgusting. It smelled like a dog and skunk and something else
I'll tell
all
you what.
matted into
You know
one
what's
thing. It
close
was
to that
nasty.
is when we're up in Canada, and we're going down these shorelines that we've been on for like 30 years. Come around the corner, and we get hit right in the face with it, and
The
we're going,
smell?
"Holy, what the hell?" You know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And we're looking around, and there. Then we saw the feet,
Mhm.
and it was a young moose,
Oh.
and his feet were sticking up. And
Oh,
we were like 50 yards away from this darn thing. And it was like, I'm taking my boat out farther. I'm not going to let it go through this water. Oh, God. There's a lot of things that you get.
Yeah, we were in Washington.
Mention that time there, you and me were on over at Linda's,
yeah.
and we seen that figure, that light.
Oh,
where the
that
house was built.
that mist. Yeah, we
Yeah.
caught it actually on one of our game cameras.
Game cameras.
It just broke daylight, and probably about this big of this white mist just went right in front of us, right past the game camera, and it was enough to trigger motion on the game camera.
Wow.
And there used to be a house down there, and a little girl had
Died
there. She fell off the porch and broke her neck.
Oh.
And there's still remnants of wood still down there from their
Mhm.
barn and tin and everything down in there. And we were down in there deer hunting that morning. We got in there early in the morning, and you could feel it down there. Something felt off, not like what it usually feels. And then we captured that on the game camera. I got the ping on my phone, and I look at my phone, and I'm like, there's a strange mist. And then you look about the same time, I look up, and you could see it going right across.
That happened at Lake Shawnee Amusement Park to us. That's a wild spot. Granzer
said Mount Shasta, where Bigfoot, Gowie, and other paranormal things happen. Yeah, they're just as bad as the Appalachian Mountains and the Smoky Mountains with all that strange stuff that goes on.
There was a lot of, when my daughter and I were there was a lot of forest fires happening.
We were just watching a thing on YouTube last night about the McCaw sisters. And where their house is now, there's a highway built over the remnants of the house. And these girls, they were known as the Ozark Witches.
Oh.
And they would lure men into the basement. They had a sex den in the basement. And they would lure these men in there and do stuff to them and then sacrifice them and kill them. And they ended up, the house, when they just mysteriously vanished, these sisters did. Nobody ever seen them. They never had a family, nothing after. They never knew what happened to them. And they ended up, some guy went to investigate it, and did a whole history thing on it. Now there's the highway through there. The woods had overtaken the house for a while before they got totally demolished. They demolished it back in, I think, the early 90s and built a highway through there to the Ozarks.
Huh.
I don't know.
You know what
My
else
dad's-
is really creepy? Is the Pine Barrens here in New Jersey.
Okay, yep. I'm
Oh my
familiar
gosh,
with them.
that is so creepy in there. There's actually an area. So there's that town in Pennsylvania that's still burning underground, Centralia.
Silent Hill?
Yeah, but the town is actually called Centralia,
Yep.
and we had gone there, but we heard that there was another area in the Pine Barrens that was tagged similar to the graffiti and stuff that was in Centralia.
Okay.
So my daughter and I went looking for it. We found it. It was so creepy in there. We had so much fun in there though, and every time we go, we end up in a different location in the Pine Barrens, and then we always find a cemetery way deep, 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 deep in the woods by itself. Like sometimes 5 or 6
Yep.
stones, headstones. One of them we found was next to a playground.
My dad's going up for the night, so he wants.
Okay.
I'm tired.
He's tired.
Good night, Russ.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night, Russell.
Good night.
Good seeing you.
Yeah, same here.
Like I said, we got in at 2:30
Yeah,
this morning.
It's been a long.
Yeah, I better go to bed.
Yeah. Before I fall over.
What do you think about Crater Lake in Oregon?
That's pretty good. All right.
I've never been there. I don't think I've ever heard of that.
I've heard of Crater Lake, but
Is that the one where all the skeleton bones were found?
I think so.
If I'm not mistaken, I think that might be it. But I haven't been there.
Russell, what decade years were those witches active? I think they were active from the 1800s to like the early to mid 1900s. And then all of a sudden they just mysteriously vanished and without a trace.
Good night. There's people saying good night.
He already went up.
Oh, for your dad.
Yep. Crater Lake was a volcano.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I hear you, Granzer. Yeah, we had a busy day yesterday. We got a lot of stuff done.
That's good. Can't wait to see the equipment.
We also did a big Michael Myers headphone holder.
Oh, wow. You
you're not
printed
gonna
it
go-
out?
You're not going to go to Obscura, huh? In
Probably
DeKalb?
not.
That's this next Saturday.
No, next Saturday I'll be working on some more stuff. We've been staying pretty busy with it, and I don't work nights anymore, so which I'm glad about that. I can do more stuff at night.
Right.
Especially my schedule is just packed with podcasts. I'm a guest on a bunch of them.
Oh, that's
good.
wonderful.
I'm on Sean Ellis's show the 29th with my dad this month, and then I'm booked for another one in April. I think 2 of them in April.
Plus the ones that you do.
Yep. Okay, that was weird.
What?
Ghosts in my house are starting.
That's
just
why I
had
kept
this-
looking out my window before I kept seeing
I just had
movement.
this piece of paper just randomly just blow up in the middle of nowhere and then fall back down.
So you're probably your mom saying, turn the lights off and go to bed.
Probably. Well, Mary Lynn said she seen her behind me with her finger going like this. Like she had a pencil in her hand. I said she never would do that to me, but she'd do that to my dad.
Oh, that's funny. It's 11:11 right now here. Oh,
Now, like my grandmother,
Just turn.
she used to
Yeah.
have this crooked finger because she'd crochet a lot and the arthritis took it. And I can remember a memory with her. I bought my grandfather a bird feeder and we put it out in the front yard because he had Alzheimer's pretty bad. So he could go watch the birds and he'd be fine. He'd just nod off in the chair. Well, the blue jays and the grackles would get out there and my grandmother with her crooked finger would be like this, banging on the window to chase them out of there.
wow.
And I used to get after my grandmother all the time about that. I said, you know, that crooked finger of yours, them squirrels are looking at you and them birds are looking at you like, what is that? Is
My
that a
little one's the same way. That's from holding a bait reel all them years.
Yeah, Granzer, I'm on YouTube when I go live. I post it. Just follow the page.
I haven't seen him for a while.
Yeah, he pops on in and out. He's been on watching my show quite a bit, and
That's cool.
I just gained some more people from Bigfoot Michigan Rob's and Chloe's show too, watching.
That's good.
And
It's really good and it's expanding.
yeah,
Yeah.
my channel's growing.
Especially for Sunday night.
Yeah, because I usually only do Saturdays, and I may switch it back to Friday nights now because I'm always so busy on Saturdays now. So, and now that
yes, you were doing it Friday night a while ago, right?
yeah, when I started on Supernatural Link, I was on Friday nights.
Right.
You're on the same night I was.
Yeah, I was right on before you.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Well, I have to say, I had a really fun night that night that Greg couldn't interview Father Bob and you and your dad, so I was doing it. My first interview with anybody really on a live podcast.
you
It
did
was
pretty
fun.
good. You did pretty good.
It was fun. I liked it. Thanks.
My co-host.
KD kind of cracked me up with John Zaffis. He was like that schoolboy crush
Yes.
Yeah, it was
on my cousin Johnny, and I was like,
He had fun.
he was
did.
that way. He was that way at Metacon when I first met KD, and John Zaffis was there, and he was that way too with John, especially in person. He's a
It's
busy
nice
man.
to see that, though.
If you're gonna get him, you better get him soon because that man is busy. I see.
I
he's
don't think
posting stuff left
I'm
and
not even
right.
going to try Johnny.
Best time to get him is back again during the fall. That'd be the best time to get Johnny because I even asked him about doing a part 2 on mine because probably towards fall when I had made him a poster and it's him there and he's holding a rosary and it says the Godfather of the Paranormal. And it's got the Godfather symbol from the movie up on top.
That
And-
was cool.
You sent it to him?
Oh yeah, I sent it to him.
He liked it?
Oh yeah, he loved it.
That's
Then I
great.
made him one the Haunted Collector. And
Oh, I saw those.
yeah, he posted them.
Wow.
I made one for Tony and Judy also.
Mm-hmm.
And then I made a mobster one of Dan and Tony together and sent it to him. And
You have so much free time on your hands, Russell.
at night I do now since I'm not working nights. I can do my projects I need to get done. I've got
Right.
a bunch of shirts designed already.
Now
We're-
they went ahead today and now they have a post on Facebook for the new beanies, and it's got all the different branches of the service on the front.
Oh,
So
okay.
you got artillery, everything all the way down the line. Hell on Wheels, and the engineers, medics, bomb groups. And I just
Oh, wow.
bought two of these beanies about a week and a half ago that had the American flag
Mhm.
embroidered on them. But it's the same color as the beanie, so it's
You
Right.
could see it, but it's like a hint that it's there, but it's not blaring
Right.
in your face.
I went ahead and I gave the other one to my brother-in-law yesterday when everybody was here eating all the corned beef and cabbage.
Yeah, we didn't do St. Patrick's Day. We were at my cousin's, so we ended up going for Chinese instead.
You got a good Chinese restaurants out there?
Oh yeah, we got quite a few. We got the China buffets out here that are pretty good.
Well,
Do you-
They're good, but they're not. I miss back east Chinese food.
yeah, I was gonna say I don't go to buffets and eat that because it's like you got so many people that are on those islands. You
Mm.
could sit in your chair and you could watch them. The things people do.
And yeah, I miss Chinatown back in New York.
Oh, yeah.
Chinese food.
I love
Chicago's
Little
got the
Italy.
same thing.
Little
You got it
Italy.
over by
Yeah.
you, don't you, Carol?
What?
You have a Chinatown by you, don't you?
Yeah, in New York.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and Little Italy.
Oh boy, I love to be able to go to Little Italy.
Oh yeah, I've been to Little Italy.
We have like not even 2 blocks downtown Chicago, and one of the best restaurants around is on the second floor of this basically apartment building.
Oh wow, that's interesting. I'll definitely have to look into that.
Lonely Larry,
That's interesting.
ex-military. What is it? Military X-Files.
Military X-Files.
Is this the same? Is this that Maloney? Is he the same? Were you in Iraq and did the thing about the what do they call the ones over there? The ghosts.
Gin.
Jinn,
Yep.
and how they had taken over these 2 buildings and they wouldn't let anybody come in.
Yeah, I had that one military guy on my show, Terrence Pop.
I'm trying to remember. This guy was like an E7, right around like that, and then he retired. But
Terrence was Green Beret, Special Forces, Army Ranger, and he was actually based over in that Iraqi prison where Saddam Hussein would take all those political prisoners and torture them. And right where his bunk was the old vat where he used to dunk the bodies in acid.
I think that's the same guy.
Yep. He has his own show called The Redonkulous on YouTube.
When you get an opportunity, send me his name and that just in a message maybe tomorrow or something.
Yep.
Because I would like to find where he is again because he was very interesting.
He was telling me they were in barracks in the base, and these 2 little kids come running through the barracks, run right out past the guard right out there, and just disappeared. They went out after him. There was no kids. They were gone.
Wow.
A whole bunch of stories like that.
Yeah, he told, and then he said when he was in basic training, he was in school and they had to send him out into jungle survival, and he got separated from his unit, and he was trying to call on the radio. Nobody would answer. And so he seen these two guys walking, and they were in uniform, and he asked them, "Did you see a bunch of soldiers go this way?" The guys just kept walking, never responded, and then just vanished. And he was just fresh out of military school, and he said that really freaked him out.
Yeah, if he's not like into that stuff, to know what
You just
What
turn
he's
on them when
looking
they
at,
run away
right?
like that and just unload. Like if you had a 14 or 16, you just unload the whole clip on them. Just to
When
make
I was
sure.
stationed at McConnell Air Force Base, we seen a lot of shadow people in my dorm room, a lot of activity in Wichita, Kansas.
That's because Toto wasn't there, Gene.
Right? Yeah, Wichita's got its history. I've been out there investigating before. I've been even near Wichita investigating. I did a few residentials out in Kansas.
We're back in Kansas, Toto.
Yeah. Well, that's like we were getting that bad weather here with the tornado warnings and stuff, and we actually had a tornado about 47 miles from us touchdown. And our siren was going off, and a buddy of mine asked, "Why is the siren going off?" And I said, the one lady that lives up the road, she used to be our city clerk. I said, "Well, she's flying her broomstick out there
Set it off.
and set the sirens off."
That's funny.
And but yeah, we had that one place in Illinois got destroyed by the tornadoes, and
Kankakee.
And Joplin down here, Joplin, Missouri, got hit again.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of the pictures. I might see them tomorrow morning.
They do have a yellow brick road. Characters are carved out of tree stumps there. But you figure Kansas with the old Western and the gunfighters that hung out through Kansas.
Then they got to put Dorothy there, and
Yeah.
the 10 man. There's no justice.
Right?
Think of the poor cowboys.
Yeah.
James
Oh,
boys
boy.
rolling around in their grave because of that.
Right? I've got some T-shirts of the James Gang coming out too. I've designed some of those too.
Or
They're-
the band, the James Gang. What was that?
No, Jesse James.
What was that just flew in front of you?
Oh, we got to fly because it got warm here and we got farms. There's a farmer right behind me.
That looked like a pretty big fly.
Yeah, it was one of them cluster flies that get in your house for the winter.
Burn his wings off.
He's-
Frank.
Am I getting too
Well,
crazy
kids
here?
used to do that. They used to do that with ants and magnifying glasses back in
Yeah.
the day.
Yeah.
I'm giving them a chance to put the fire out.
Right? But Kansas has got its history. I mean, Jesse James through here, and he's been through Kansas and all. Heck, I lived not too far from where he robbed that one bank. That's where they got ambushed.
Well,
Gallatin.
we go by every year that when we go to Canada. I haven't done the last 2 years, but we go through Northfield, Minnesota.
Yep.
The great Northfield, Minnesota raid when they hit
Yep.
the bank there,
Yep.
and all those guys were just waiting for them.
Yeah, they got ambushed pretty bad there. They got
That was the Youngers and the
Yeah.
James boys, wasn't it?
Youngers and James and Gallatin. They robbed the bank there, and that's where one of the guys got killed. And they ended up capturing Frank, and they had Frank in a jail cell out in the yard in Gallatin, Missouri, to show, hey, I got one of the James Gang boys. And the vault is still there that he robbed. I got to actually see it.
Well,
And they hid out. There's a cave not too far from here where they hid out after they robbed that bank. And then they would head down through Lawson, Ray County, and the James boys. And that's when they would go back to see their mom. And the Pinkertons, they had to avoid the Pinkertons then too, because the Pinkertons showed up at the mother's house. And they took Jesse and Frank's stepfather and they hung him from a tree because he wouldn't give the boys up. They hung him from a tree in the front yard, and he was a big college professor. He founded the Liberty College out here in Missouri.
they killed him?
Oh yeah, they killed him. They strung him up and hung him from a tree. The Pinkertons did, because he wouldn't give up Frank and Jesse.
I have to step away for a moment. I'll be right back.
Okay.
And one day, the Pinkertons snuck into the property because they got word that the James boys were in town, that they were at the house and they weren't there, and they threw a firebomb through the back window of the house. And Zerelda, Jesse's mom, was there with their little brother, Archie Samuel. And as the firebomb come through the window, she grabbed it as she was holding Archie. She threw it into the fireplace, and about that time, as she threw it, it went off, killing the little boy.
Oh, God.
And then it blew her hand off and part of her arm. They had to amputate it from her elbow. And she would sit there in a rocking chair after Jesse had gotten shot there and killed. She would sit there in a rocking chair with a double-barrel shotgun watching over her son's grave. And she still does it now in spirit form. She'll still sit there and they'll see her rocking chair sitting there like this, rocking. They've walked up there numerous times and see the kerosene lantern, one of those wick lanterns, lit. Through the window, they go in the house and it's not even lit. And she took a picture of her family there, and in the back window where the firebomb had gone through, the siding's still original, so you can still see all the charred marks from the firebomb. And when she took the picture, Jesse's mother showed up in the window, all in 1800 attire clothing. She had her long white hair pulled up, and so we decided to go there to see if we could debunk it. We thought maybe there was a picture reflecting through. And so we took the tour, and we snuck some equipment in when you're not supposed to, but we had a digital recorder in our pockets running.
I don't want to know. If I'm questioning about this, I have no answers. Okay.
And our tour guide, she already knew it.
I didn't see anything.
We knew her. She knew who we was, and we had just gotten off an investigation that night, so we still had all our equipment in the vehicles. And
Russell Reynolds, I have no idea who he is. Is he from Tennessee?
And you watch a movie before you go up to the house of the history of the James, and then you walk up to the house, and then the tour guide waits for you up there, and she starts talking about the outside and about them hanging the stepfather from the tree. Well, when we were there, and she announced us as paranormal investigators, and they had a bunch of kids there, and she just said they just got off a investigation last night. And these kids go, "Is there ghosts in the house?" And she says, "Yeah, there's some paranormal things that do happen in this house." And he's like, "We need the Ghostbusters, these kids." And she's like, "Well, that's what they are. They're Ghostbusters."
And Michael's coming on Wednesday.
Oh, nice.
Do you want to come on Wednesday?
Let me see what my schedule looks like.
Yeah. Yeah, just for the, and we'll go ahead and we'll be doing doubles. And we can go ahead and let somebody take the night off.
Okay, yeah, just
I don't know who, we'll talk about it afterwards.
Yep.
But maybe I
But
shouldn't have said this out loud, but
the tour guide, she let us go in. We hung towards the back, and we told everybody, if you got any questions, see us after the tour. So we started staying in the back. We had this guy from Louisiana that was up here in Missouri working the pipelines, and he knew what we were up to. So he decided to hang back to see what we were up to, and we get into the house. We go into Frank's bedroom, and then we go out through into the living room before we go into Jesse's mother's bedroom. And we're standing there. She's talking. And my dad taps me on the shoulder, and he goes, "Hey, look down behind you." So I look down behind me, and here's both rocking chairs going like this.
I remember seeing them in there, the rocking chairs.
And I tapped my one friend on the shoulder, and I said, "Look behind me." And she looks behind me, and she says, "Oh, you kicked it." I said, "I'm nowhere near him." And the guy from Louisiana, he'd been watching the whole time. We get outside by the Jesse's grave, and he comes up, and we were telling the tour guide about the rocking chairs, and he comes up and he goes, he was nowhere near him. He didn't even kick them. They were rocking on their own. I was watching them the whole time.
We had one of those in, what is it, down in Peoria at the I can't remember the name. It's the building. It starts with a B. It's Insane Asylum.
Yeah,
and it was right on the river there, right off the river. Marion, is it Marion, Illinois?
the Freemason building.
Jeanette, is it the Marion, Illinois?
That's what I'm wondering if that is Marion, Illinois.
Because that's down way down by Kincaid, I think.
Yeah.
Not Shelbyville.
Oh, no, it's Marion, Ohio.
Ohio. You always got to go ahead and throw a stick into it, don't you, Jeanette? I thought there might be a chance it was Illinois.
And but we got to go back through the house with her when she locked it up and see if there was a picture on the wall, and there was nothing. So we decided to recreate the picture, and we had the tour guide take a picture of all of us. And you look in the window, and you see a cowboy hat down in right by my ribs down here in the window.
Oh, wow.
And there was nobody with a cowboy hat on. Look in the upper corner, and you see Jesse James in the window and his mother.
Oh, wow.
So she says, "You guys can go up in the slave quarters and do whatever you want up there. If you want to do a spirit box session, you want to do whatever." So I was like, "Oh, really? We can do that?" She goes, "Yeah." So we decided we went up into the slave cabin up there, and we did a spirit box session. I asked for Jesse James, and he come across the spirit box.
Oh, wow.
And then I asked, "Is Frank here with you?" And he goes, "Yes, he's here with me." I said, "What about your mom, Zerelda? She was there also." And then you hear a little boy's voice come on, goes, "I'm here too." Jesse's little 15-year-old brother that got killed there. And so we decided after that, we went down into the museum, was walking around in the museum, and the tour guide says, "You won't post this stuff, will you, what you captured?" I said, "No, out of respect for you guys, we will not do that because we know you're not supposed to be doing that in here, so we will not post anything." And in the museum, I captured several EVPs in the museum. I captured by Frank's wife's dress is on display. I was standing by there and I captured a woman humming a tune, and a female. It was a female voice. And then we were by Jesse's coffin, the lid of his coffin, and I hear a man's voice says, "I'm not in there."
That's great.
And they actually had some of the bullet fragments in the museum that come out of his head.
Wow.
Yeah, that's that's wrong.
But the
To
theory,
get shot in the back of the head, and that wasn't right.
yeah, I think that was his hat. That was one of his hats that he wore, because they've got him down in the museum down there.
Yeah,
And
he didn't
I
have a
went to
hat
the
on when he
house
got
and
shot.
the museum.
No,
and
he
the
didn't have his hat
cemetery.
on. They have his guns and everything in the museum as well, and his boots and to see those old guns, they were neat looking at them, and I've got pictures of them. And
Oh, they were Colts, weren't they?
yep. And well, a lot of that theory is he faked his own death. He was wanted, so he figured fake his own death. That way, everybody thinks he's gone. And
Stop
He-
looking.
he lived in Texas with his wife. Because
Right.
there's
That's much more fathomable than for people to go ahead and buy that story about him getting shot by the brothers that he brought on.
Hey, Diablo, welcome in. We're talking about Jesse James and the history of Jesse James.
Oh, it's still do Bagans. Did you see that?
Dildo Bates. Thanks for the like and subscribe.
Boy, I'm glad you're using that name and I'm not.
Yeah. Well, we can kind of say about that guy.
Yeah,
About
that's
Bagans.
you're not too far off where it
Yeah.
really belongs. It's a very good description.
Yeah. I mean,
If he really did all that crap they're saying now.
yeah, did you see the videos that are out about him?
Yeah.
What was said last night?
About all the stuff they found in his
No.
house that pertained to.
We heard who were we talking to?
I heard that he lived a long life after his brother. Yeah, Jesse did. That's what the theory is, that he lived down in Texas.
Oh, Frank got his butt all shot up in Northfield. He got hit twice.
Yeah. It's
Mhm.
amazing how he survived. He gave tours of the house after his mom passed on, and then he took that show on the road with Cole Younger.
Yeah.
And they were doing trick shooting. And but they said Jesse would never turn his back on anybody, and he would never take his guns off for anybody. That's what led me to believe that they didn't shoot him. But look at Robert Ford. He met his demise in Colorado there. Some
Yep.
guy shot him with a double-barrel shotgun clear in the face
Right.
Ew.
in retaliation from him shooting Jesse.
And that's where that is very close to where Buffalo Bill is buried up in the mountain there.
Yep.
We've been to his grave.
And then
That was
his
pretty
brother ended up offing himself because he couldn't take the pain anymore of what they did.
cool. Right.
And they felt guilty. They're both buried out here in Missouri in the cemetery in Richmond.
Sad what they did to the simple brother. So that was the one that the other one was carrying around with him all the time. And he was the badass, and then he had the brother that was a little screwed up.
Yep. And Bloody Bill Anderson's buried in the same cemetery as the Fords. We wanted to go out there, but law enforcement, we got the okay from the sheriff's department to be out there at night, and local law enforcement said, no, we don't want you guys out there.
That's too bad. It's almost 11 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up if you guys want to hang backstage for a minute.
Sure.
Okay.
All right, I'll see you guys in a few minutes.
Good night, everyone.
Adios.
All right, guys, thanks for tuning in tonight. We will be back next week, same time, same channel. We'll be back on probably next Saturday and Sunday. With that being said, if you're being bullied in the paranormal field, you do have a voice. There's nobody better than anybody in this field. We're all after the same common goal to prove the existence of life after death. So with that being said, everybody have a good night. God bless. And we will see you next week. I'll do a show on that, Gary. And I thank everybody also, even the new people that have tuned in tonight. Thank you guys. I appreciate it and appreciate your support and your subscribing and your likes. It means a lot to us. So we will see you again next week. Same time, same channel. Everybody have a good week and have a good night. Stay safe out there.